Okay, this is like my third time trying to record this video, but we're good. So, hi. If you're new here, my name is Aphrodite, and this is Aphrodite's house. And today I'm actually just going to be talking about my experience working with Moldavite and how much I loved working with Moldavite and still do. So, when I originally felt called to work with Moldavite, I didn't do it. I took my time. There was just a lot I felt I wasn't ready for. It took me some time to really open up to the idea of having to work with Moldavite. And when I did, I was pretty surprised with the sudden changes and how fast everything kind of fluctuated. For reference, I'm still learning about credit and growing things and growing my wealth and things like that. So when I got my first credit card, I wasn't really, hold on, I'm just gonna fix this. There we go. I wasn't really following all of the rules and guidelines from my provider, I guess. They didn't like the way I was doing things, or it's a long story. So my credit card was actually shut off and I didn't know. But then what's weird is a different company gave me like 5 times the amount the first company did. So I was like, not really pressed that I no longer have that credit card. And then I really didn't like where I was living. There was a lot of drama surrounding, my previous home and things like that. And an opportunity presented itself for me to move, not even a month after I got this Moldavite. I did a lot of the things that I was told not to do with it when I first got it. I cleansed it. I worked with it, understanding my energy and me with its energy, but I slept with it. It was suggested not to. I did it anyway. I have kind of a unique way of bonding with my crystals. I definitely like to cleanse them, let them air out, let them have, whatever they need, the space, and then sleep with it under my pillow for a couple of days, just to see what it does for me in the astral realm, where it takes me, what it opens me up to. Moldavite definitely was one of those things that opened me up to my own problems and things I wasn't seeing about myself. I think a lot of the times people associate Moldavite with taking things away from them or tearing them down because they're not used to having to do the inward reflection work and understanding that they might be the root cause of some of these issues. Nothing happens for no reason. I was definitely shown a lot. I acted really slowly on some of these things, and so Moldavite definitely brought them to the surface. And then my spirit guides, my ancestors, everyone who I currently work with kind of reinforced that it was me who needed to make these changes to kind of end these cycles, because the cycles weren't going to end until I really did something about it. I think I was always waiting for someone else to say, okay, that's enough, or just stop talking to me or stop being friends with me. I was never the one to sort of initiate that, okay, I kind of need to, settle down. I need to step back. I need to reevaluate my priorities and figure things out. Since working with this stone, I have taken a hard look at myself. I've worked on balancing my finances, getting my diet together, working out, trying to be more comfortable in front of the camera. Obviously, as you see, I have a chubby face. I'm 4'11". I'm not used to being in front of the camera like this. I genuinely dislike it. I think I can be very harsh and critical of myself, and that's why. So this is why this is kind of my first video fully being on camera. Moldavite is forcing me out of my shell. I've had it for a little over 2 months now, and I'm still learning from her, working with her, but in bursts. There's definitely more of a, okay, this is the week you need to be wearing me. There's a lot I need to open you up to. There's a lot I need to show you. And then there's a lot of, I just need to charge. I just need to be in front of the moon. I just need to get her rays. And because my Moldavite is wire wrapped, copper wire wrapped, it helps. I asked her Okay. Um, yeah, I ask my crystals what they like. Like my jade is wire wrapped. A couple of them like to sit in pouches. Some of them like to sit in these spiral thingies. This one specifically is in a cage that is wire wrapped, designed to get the rays in and really, just be surrounded by energy once it's been charging under the moon. I'm actually going to go ahead and put her down. She carries a lot of energy. Don't search for Moldavite. Let Moldavite find you. There's a particular shop that one of my friends and I like to go to. I had been talking about working with Moldavite, but I was scared and I was like, I'm not going to do it. So the first time I encountered Moldavite was actually at this very particular shop. I loved it. I held it for about a minute, but I did not want to pay like $200 for it at the time. While I was really bad at my spending, I wasn't that bad. I was not about to spend $200 on space, on a piece of space. Technically, she's the Tektite. So, but then the second time I had seen it at a different shop, but it was a different price. Just because the chip is so tiny. It's so tiny. It was $60. It was like $60, but it's like, it's actually, okay, it's about the size of the piece of jewelry on my nose right now. That's how tiny it is. And just for reference of like $60 piece. I was like, no, if it's there, then I'll come back for it, but only if it's there. Came back and it was still there, the exact same one that I looked at, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And surprise, surprise, I did it. So in the months that I had, in the time span that I had got it and worked with it and become familiar with it and then let it work its, beautiful, beautiful magic on me, I've had friendships exposed for the better, roommates exposed for the better, my relationship with my significant other deepened. The communication was a lot more open, which I really wasn't surprised about. I was surprised at my willingness to be open. I wasn't surprised that the relationship grew steadily and in a nice way, just because my ancestors really love this person. They like genuinely just, so it's a good fit when your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your ancestors, they're all rooting for this, and they're pushing you to fix what's going on with you so that you don't ruin the relationship. We love that. So it was a lot of self-reflection, and like I was saying earlier, I think some people just can't handle the self-reflection. I think that's what it is. We would like to think that a crystal could completely ruin our lives, right? But ultimately, it just shines light on the areas that we refuse to acknowledge or accept. Moldavite completely changed my life for the better. I will never once complain about it. The truth is, if I'm complaining about it, the problem is it's probably me. I'm probably the problem. It's just so powerful. If you've been thinking about it, you've seen maybe the same crystal 4 or 5 times, you're just not sure, you're thinking about it, do it. This is your sign to totally do it, because I needed that sign. I needed that confirmation that I wasn't tripping, that piece of Moldavite was really calling to me. This is it. This is your sign. It was calling to you. Go and get it. Spend that money on it. It's worth it. It's 150% worth it. Not even 110, 150. Just do it. There's nothing more I can say other than just do it. Yeah. Also, if you're anything like me, and you kind of, you're trying to figure out the angles for your chin, let me know. Leave some comments. Let me know how to fix that. I have a gorgeous face. It's like my chin. Anyways, Moldavite working its magic, just trying to get me more comfortable on camera. But yeah, I say that if you were looking for a sign or confirmation, this is it. I would definitely do it. I love it. I would not trade my Moldavite for anything in the world. It was worth the money. Once I do everything I want to do, have a little bit more financial independence, I definitely considering going and buying a bigger piece. Just because no matter the crystal you get, each one has its own energy and individuality, personality, and I would love to connect with more Moldavite and see what happens when they get together. Yeah, I'm 100% for that. It taught me some really hard lessons. I cried a lot. I was really scared, but in the end, my credit boosted up to like a 700 something. I got a new apartment. My family dynamic is, healing. I'm talking more. I'm becoming more self-aware. I understand that I just said like 15 times in a row, so I apologize. And I'm understanding that not everything has to do with outside forces. Sometimes we just are the problem. Sometimes we really just are the problem. And I'm learning to fix those things without shifting the blame onto the circumstances or others around me. I think that there's a difference between calling someone out for their behavior and asking them to take accountability, and then taking the victim mentality. So yes, you're a shitty person, and yes, you did some shitty shit, but at some point I have to grow up. I have to understand that you're just a shitty person, that I don't need to be spending any more energy on it, and then I need to be putting that energy into something else. Once I actively choose to continue to put my energy over there, then it becomes a me problem. Then it's my fault because I'm choosing to do that, and I'm not choosing to do something different. Yeah. I'm not really sure what else I can say about Moldavite, but I will say it's one hell of a ride, and it's definitely worth it. So, But yeah, thanks for coming to my channel. Thanks for watching my very first video of my face. Now you know what I look like. Definitely light bright. Definitely not white. I get that a lot. Yeah, now you know what I look like. And I hope this video was informative. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it gave you more of a glimpse into how Moldavite can shape your life and change it. Ultimately, it depends on you and the relationship that you have with your piece, and what needs to go, and whether or not you already have a strong, solid foundation, or if you need to build one. Because if you need to build one, Moldavite will tear it all down so you can start that process. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. Thanks for coming to my channel, and thanks for watching my video. Bye!